How's it feel going into your
Cade?
second bye week of the season?
Yeah.
How's it feel going into your second open week of the season?
Great. 6 straight wins. Got a lot of momentum, and that's huge. And I think the biggest thing is treating this second bye week like we did the first. And we got to treat it like a game week and come with a lot of energy and a lot of intentionality in everything that we do, and take advantage of every day. Because it's a blessing to have a bye week. You got to get some guys healed up, and they might be banged up, and we also get another week on a team to prepare. So we got to treat next week like game week and expect to, or treat it like we're playing a game on Saturday, and then rest for 2 days, and then come back and it's game week already. So it's definitely huge.
Cade, what does it say about this team that slow start and yet you guys kick it in and roll and take control?
Yeah, just a special group. A really special group. I think that personally, I'm pretty upset about a couple of my throws today, just because I just some days you just aren't you're not on it, and I'll look back at it and figure out why. And at the end of the day, it's mechanics, and but I'm not worried about it at all. I'm not, and I know the strength of my accuracy that I lean on, and I'm not afraid to trigger and make any throw. So sometimes you just don't have as good of a game as you do others, and that's okay. That's why you get to have peace after the game, knowing we still put up 500 something yards and however many points we end up having in the end. That's what's really special about our team and about our crew, is you got to lean on the guys around me, and on the offensive line, and those receivers making great catches today, and on Phil, just Phil, Keith, and Jay making big time runs when we needed them, and that was really big, because you got to have those guys around you to make plays. So.
Cade, it seems like these past couple of games, things have been close or tight going into halftime, and then in the third quarter, in like a blink, all of a sudden it's out of reach. What is Dabo saying in the locker room, and what's changing at halftime these past couple of weeks?
I don't really have a great answer for that. We want to come out and score some more points coming out of the first half, or starting off the game, I should say. And but having a second half like we have been having is really big, and being able to kind of that middle eight, finishing the first half with a touchdown or score, and then coming out, starting with the ball and just getting a score right there. That was really big for today, and we did the same thing last week. And that's definitely an elite trait that we want to continue to have, is coming out of the second half with points. And we've started games hot like we have this year, and we only had one possession the whole first quarter, I'm pretty sure, so maybe two. But want to be able to go score some points quick, but at the end of the day, you still put up 40-something points, 50-something points. What did we end up finish with? 48. Okay. So that's definitely pretty good.
Do you think that Coach Elliott, knowing this program as well as he does, had some wrinkles there early on to just maybe take a little advantage of some of you guys early on?
From my side of the ball,
Yeah.
he doesn't know our offense,
Right.
Just because Coach Riley kind of came in after. So,
Yeah.
from maybe knowing our defense and what they're scheming up on their offense, maybe. I don't really have a great answer for that, but I think our defense played a heck of a second half as well, especially that third quarter. 21-0 in terms of their points and ours, or our points and theirs. So definitely a huge second half, and a great start of second half, like you were saying. So maybe, and they've also got a couple of cats on their side that knew our offense and knew some of our guys too. So I'm sure that helped them at times. But at the end of the day, even if you know what the play's going to be, you still got to stop it. And we did a great job of getting those sacks up front, and great job by them.
You mentioned Phil off of that spark that he provided. Just what was that jolt like to have him really pop off in that second quarter in the passing and run game?
Yeah, it was great. Like I said, you got to lean on other guys sometimes, and that's why we're a team. That's really what it is, and just really proud of him. He's been consistent and a heck of a player for us, and he's still just getting started.
In that third quarter, 4th and 1, you see the play call, and it's a pass, and Pat Henry wide open. What were your thoughts on the call and just how open he was?
a heck of a play call. We put that in this week, and it was kind of the exact scenario, other side of the 50, fourth and short call that we wanted on the hash. And it was super complimentary to the game that we had been playing. So it was a great play call. It's gutsy, but it works. Everybody's happy, and it was awesome. I gotta make a better throw. Just had some low balls today that I want to get up, and but Olsen made a heck of a play, and just took off. And really proud of him. 2 touchdowns today was awesome.
Cade, for you to be frustrated with aspects of your performance and still look up at the end of the game, over 500 yards of offense, 48 points, what does it say about where this team is at as an offensive unit?
It's special. It's really special. We've got guys all over that believe in me, and I believe in them, and that's what it is. And I didn't have my best game today in terms of my accuracy. I feel like my decision making, other than the interception, was good. And but we got guys around me that we're just a really tight group, and we've got playmakers, and we put up 48 points and 500 something yards, and your quarterback didn't play the best game of the year, but still got the job done, and it's really special. It's exciting for sure.
Olsen, Jake, Antonio, Troy had some big catches. I mean, just describe the play of the wide receivers and tight ends, again, just coming through for you, and the O-line just doing their job, keeping you clean majority of the game. Yeah,
they've just been consistent. They've been they've been reliable, and that's the biggest thing, is they've been reliable in making big time plays when we need them to, and that's what really makes you kind of smile during the game and during the week of preparation, that that you can really depend on those guys at any time during a game, and that's what's been really special.
Antonio Williams now 2 for 2 out there. Just like his versatility has just grown so much in this game. What have you seen from him? You work with him on that pass?
Man. No, I mean, I'm taking no credit on that throw today. That thing was an absolute duck. So we're gonna have to get in the lab this bye week and work on his throwing form and stuff. So, but yeah, man, he was talking so much trash about how good he was at throwing the football, and he still completed the pass, which is good. But he comes to the sideline right after, and he's like, "Oh, that was the worst throw I've ever thrown in my life." It was so funny, but it worked, and we got down there, and it was awesome. But it was great. Really proud of Tone, and he's dual threat. So yeah.
Okay, there's no greater achievement at this school than getting your name in the Ring of Honor. To see C.J. Spiller go in the Ring of Honor pregame, what does that mean to you in this program?
Really cool. Really cool to be a part of a game like that. That doesn't happen very often. You get to be a player and see one of your own coaches be inducted into the Ring of Honor. It's just really cool. I'm just really thankful for Coach Spiller and just all that he does giving back to this program. He's a guy that everybody watched growing up, and everybody on this team knew who he was. And I was talking to somebody, and they're like, "Yeah, I had CJ on my fantasy team when I was growing up," and he's just a guy that everybody knew. So to have the opportunity to a legend like that we get to be around every single day, it's a huge blessing. And in the way that I've seen him work with Shipley and Kobe Pace and Phil Maffa and Keith Adams and all these guys, Jay Haynes and all these guys that he's worked with. He was an incredible player, but he's also an incredible coach, and just really thankful to have him on our staff, and just somebody that I look up to a ton.
What did you see from your point of view on that interception you mentioned on the first drive? First quarter?
Just horrible decision. Just forced it, and really just kind of didn't see the guy. He was kind of just in between, the D lineman right there, and just didn't see him, and just poor decision. Yeah.
Kate, you said Coach Elliott played a pretty key role in your recruitment. What was it